Question number 1. Can you hear me? I changed my microphone and I'm just wondering. Please let me know. In the meantime, back in 30. Good morning. Hi, this is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. Hey, good morning, Sharon Jackson. And this show is about your recipe. Good morning, Gina. Can you hear me? That's the question. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I switch microphones, and it's important that I know this. Thank you so much. If you can't hear me, let me know. Okay. And I hate that because that's like kind of unprofessional. Just saying, just saying. Okay, great. Okay, good morning. Assuming that you can hear me, this is great. What exactly was in that mason jar that will be pictured on the thumbnail permanently, but was originally on the post? Anybody can guess what that floury substance is in the mason jar pictured? I'm sure you figured it out by now. I am totally sure you figured it out by now. But, okay, cool. Thank you so much, Patty, for watching for a few minutes. But give a listen to this and you'll understand.
I don't know about you, but I feel like I must be the only person on the face of the earth that gets super hyper and super stoked about complete pancake mix, as evidenced by all of the recipes that I have shared. Apple bread, banana bread, oat bread, and last week I tried an experimental one, vanilla bread. Wow, it was really, really, really good. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So probably in about a week or so, I'll show you that recipe, okay? But we're going to go on because I have to tell you, Sharon Jackson, my wonderful channel contributor. Thank you so much, Sharon. You know what she did? She was so kind. She showed me, while she was eating her own pancakes, her own recipe for making the mix so that you can make that mix at home. And if you have all the ingredients, because you are a baker type of person, this is for you. And if you're just learning, this is very, very simple to put together. This way, you don't always have to run out and buy a box. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because if you're not a baker frequently, then that's for you. But if you have all the ingredients together, heck, why not put it together? So in a minute, I'm going to read you the list of ingredients. I just want to say a special thank you to Sharon. Oh, by the way, before I forget, don't want to forget this, Steve Young changed his channel name. Very important. Steve space Young 74. Simple as pie. Steve space Young 74. You cannot miss it. There you go. And I'll be right back.
My love affair with complete pancake mix, but you figured it out by now, actually began back in 1978 at a grocery store. One day I was in the grocery aisle. I was looking for, cake mixes, whatever. Then I saw this little itty bitty kit, and it was made from that company, and you could make little coffee cakes from it. Well, I was enthralled with that. Does anybody out there remember that? Way back in 78. Yes, it's giving away my age. Who cares? I'm 62. Who cares? Got to have some coffee. So I bought the kit. It was adorable. Had everything, including this cute little tray. And I made it. It was delicious. So, 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 so good. Anyway, so years later, like about, a couple of years ago, I wanted to research the recipe for that. So I do not proclaim that that is my recipe. That comes from the Aunt Jemima company. But I have come to learn you could do a lot of things, and those are my recipes. And there are so many of them. But let's get started. Sharon was watching my show the other day of the things that I am not going to be buying at the grocery store the next time. And she was eating pancakes. And she said, wait a minute. I have to give Janet this recipe that she does, putting together her own complete pancake mix. So why don't we get started? Good morning, Patty. How are you? Nice to see you. You know, I'm trying to get these little sweet little messages up on there. Thank you so much. So if you have a pen and if you are interested, you may want to take this down momentarily. And that way you have it. But I will, of course, list the ingredients in the description box later. And please be giving me just a little extra time after a broadcast. If I upload and I say I'm going to put it in the description box below, I have to do other things after I upload in order to attach that. So it might take a few minutes. Probably within a half hour after an upload, you'll see stuff in the description box when I promise to link it up. I really appreciate it. Patty, you made pancakes this morning? Oh, that's so cute. With all the different things we do with pancake mix, I forget that you can make pancakes too. And they're so, so good. So if you're ready, you're going to need 4.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 3/4 cup of dry milk, 1/3 cup of sugar, white granulated sugar, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of baking soda, and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Now, many people out there watching probably have every single ingredient. There you go, which is great. Thoroughly mix together and store it in like a mason jar type thing. And when you're going to make pancakes, of course, you're going to make it, because this is a complete mix. You're just going to add the water to the consistency that you like, thinner or thicker. You have to judge it just the way as if you had this box. Just pour it out and do the water thing the same exact way, except now you don't have to keep buying this box. Just saying. Unless you're like me and just do it on occasion type thing. There you go. But you're going to mix all of the ingredients together, and you're going to add water if you're going to make pancakes. Now, Sharon mentions in her recipe for this that if you're going to be making waffles, to add a small amount of oil. So there you go. So that makes somewhat of a difference. Okay. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well. I hope the most recent uploads have been helpful. And if you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you are a veteran here, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're just passing by, hello. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you come back and stick around in the future. Okay, so this also, the purpose of this video today is to mention something. Don't be afraid to experiment with recipes in the kitchen like this, okay? About a week and a half ago, I was craving something vanilla, okay? So what I decided to do was take 3 guesses. Of course it involved this. The recipe came out great, and it is so low cost because let's just say the ingredients involve that mix, a little bit of sugar, 1 egg, milk, and oil. Aha! When I do the actual recipe, I will make a video and give you every instruction for that. So please note to not be afraid of trying experiments like this in the kitchen. Because look at what we generated from this. You can make a wonderful coffee cake, and it is good. Ask the over 10,000 viewers that saw the recipe, okay? You can make cookies. I've done those sugar cookies, snickerdoodle. Every single thing is inexpensive. You could make biscuits from this, but I call them bisconis. Why? Because it tastes like a cross of a biscuit, borderline a scone. So I said, you know what? I'm going to call them bisconis. There you go. And they're so easy to make. That's the scary part. And you could get the breads, like the oatmeal, the apple, the banana. And then very, very soon, I'm going to do an upload for the vanilla bread. It was really, really good. So does anybody have any questions about this recipe or anything like that? Has anybody else out there done your own complete pancake mix on your own, independently? Have you done that? But don't be afraid to experiment, with cooking. You'll be amazed, because let's think about something. If you normally bake all the time and you normally keep regular flour, normally keep the dry milk and all those easy to get ingredients at home, there actually may not be a need to constantly pick this up. But it is a great idea to have the mix on hand and to put it all together. There you go. All right, so that's it. Just a couple of channel updates. As you heard mentioned, Steve changed his channel name. Very easy. It's Steve space Young, next to it 74, Young 74. Steve, a space, capital Y, Young 74. It's just as simple as that. Doesn't get any simpler than that. And hopefully tomorrow I might be recording an upload with my own sister. So let's see where that goes. And I'm sure I'm totally looking forward to that. We're going to do some, little hacks about baking and stuff coming from her mainly, and just a couple of standard stuff for me probably. But anyway, all right. So nice to see everybody today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I really do appreciate you. I look forward to seeing everybody again when? Real soon. Oops, Patty. I added small chocolate chips to your brand of pancake mix. Didn't want syrup. They were delicious. Oh, I'm so glad you brought up the chocolate chips. Okay. There was a diner in Jersey City that I used to go to about 10 or 15 years ago. Don't ask me why, but I would always order the chocolate chip pancake. And I'm saying, why am I doing that when all I need are those little miniature chocolate chips? They were great. Don't get me wrong. It was really, really good. But I said, I could save so much money not doing that. That was 10 years ago. Ever notice how you get a little older sometimes, you get a little wiser sometimes, and you realize you could put that together? Oh, Patty, that had to be delicious. Yes, you just said it. That's wonderful. Anybody out there ever make a biscotti that's viewing right now? And if you're viewing it later on playback, on replay, let me know in the comments section. And by the way, like I said, don't be afraid to experiment. If you have your own recipe using this, let me know. A couple of people have tapped me on the shoulder and said, Janet, you should write a book about this. You never know. Got to keep an open mind in life. Sharon? Had blueberry biscuits early this morning. That's it. I'm going to your house. That's not fair. Okay, Patty says, yeah, great idea. Like a muffin. Yeah. Before I forget, I kind of stay away from baking muffins for myself. Why? Because I'm too lazy, just me, or busy, whatever. Washing out those extra little cup things. Okay, you can get those little cup holders. I know that helps. In the muffin tin. That's good. So for me, I'm always throwing it in the loaf pan. But certainly you could put those things in a muffin pan. Why not? If that's something you like, why not? They are prettier that way. But I find this so much easier. Easier cleanup. Slice and out. Just so easy. I'm all for easy whenever possible. But if you could put this mix together, there you go. Well, anyway, thank you so much for being here. It's always a pleasure seeing you, and especially live when I could really look at you and say hello to you. I really appreciate it because I appreciate you. And I'll be back at some point over the weekend with an upload. And thank you, anybody who's brand new here, and I hope you stick around. And everybody else, too, have an amazing day. Take good care, everyone. See you again. When? Real soon. Bye-bye.